In this video, I'm going to show you how to create the lorry cab using Inventor. Once you've launched Inventor, we need to know how to create a new file. We're going to create a new part file. In order to do that, move the mouse to the top left-hand corner of the screen, click on the File button. Then click on New. In this Create New File window, we need to make sure that we select a metric part file. So in order to do that, move the mouse to the ENUS folder and click on the arrow to the left of it. Then select metric. We need to select the standard part drawn. So the part drawings are all here, and standard is the furthest right one. When you click on it, then click Create. The first thing we're going to do to create this lorry cab is to create an extrusion. So when we extrude something, there are always two steps. We first of all have to sketch a profile to the correct dimensions, and then the second step is to extrude that profile to the correct length. In order to create an extrusion in Inventor, we first of all have to sketch a profile. In order to sketch a profile, move the mouse to the top left-hand corner of the screen and click on the Start 2D Sketch icon. Here we see three work planes. We want to select the front work plane, that's this one here. When it highlights in green, click on it. To start creating this cab, we're going to have to sketch a profile of a square. In order to do that, move the mouse to the top left-hand corner of the screen, click on the rectangle tool. We're going to start drawing that rectangle from the yellow dot in the middle of the screen. So move the mouse to that, click once, move the mouse out. It doesn't make any difference how big you make this, or even if it looks like a square at the moment. When you get some kind of shape coming out, click. What we'll now do is add the dimensions to these lengths. So now I move the mouse to the top where it says dimension, click on it. I'm going to select the line at the left. So I'm going to click on it, move the mouse out, click again. And this I'm going to type in 95 and then press enter on the keyboard. Now some of this sketch will have disappeared off the screen. In order to zoom out so I can see all of it, I'm going to roll the middle mouse button away from me. We're now going to make either the bottom or the top line also 95 millimeters long. So to do that, click on the dimension tool, select either the bottom or the top line. So click on it, move the mouse down, click again, type in 95, and then press enter on your keyboard. Once you've done that, and both of these sides are saying 95, we've finished sketching this profile. So we now click on the green finish tick. You can see that some of this one has disappeared off the screen I'm working on. If the same thing happens to you, roll the middle mouse button away from you until you can see all of that on your screen. I now need to extrude this square by 66 millimeters. So I need to click on the extrude button in the top left-hand corner of the screen. And in the menu that appears in the distance box, I'm going to type in 66 and then press OK. The next step for this is to add a chamfer to this corner here. A chamfer applies a 45-degree angle to a corner. We have to tell Inventor how big this chamfer will be. In order to apply a chamfer in Inventor, move the mouse to the top of the screen, just left of the middle. We've got the chamfer button. So we select it. And in this case, I want to put in the distance box 15. Then I want to select this top edge here. So when it glows green, click on it. Once you've done that, click Apply. We've finished applying all the chamfers we need, so now we're going to click Cancel. Next, we're going to apply a fillet to this corner at the top here. A fillet is when we add a curved edge to a corner. So to apply the fillet to this top edge, we need to select the fillet tool from the top of the screen on the toolbar. The size this fillet needs to be is 35. So type 35 into the size box. Then move the mouse onto the drawing. That top edge goes green. Select it. Then click OK. We're now going to save the work we've done so far for this. So to save your work, move the mouse to the top left-hand corner of the screen. Click on the orange File button. Then select Save As. You need to save this part into your technical folder in your area of the network. If you don't know how to find this on the school network, ask your teacher for help now. In the file name area, we are going to type in lorry cab, because we're going to give this a name that means something, and it is the cab of the lorry, so we're going to call it the lorry cab. Once you've typed in lorry cab, click Save. The next thing we're going to do to the lorry cab is we're going to add a shell to it. A shell makes it hollow. In order to create a shell, move the mouse to the top of the screen and select the shell button. It's right next to the fillet and chamfer buttons we used earlier. So when you find the shell button, click on it. Now, in the shell menu, you've got a few options. We're going to go to the thickness bit, and we're going to create a wall thickness of this hollow effect to be 5 millimeters. So we're going to click on that, type in 5, and we also want to open up the back face. In order to do that, where it says remove and select faces, click on the arrow here, then select this back face. So when you see it's glowing green, click on it. When you see it like that, that's us finished this shell. We're going to click OK. And just to be really clear about what's happened here, I'm going to rotate this view around so we can see what's going on. So to rotate your view, remember, press and hold the Shift key on your keyboard, then click and hold the middle mouse button on your mouse, and then move the mouse. And we can see inside that, we can see that we've created a wall thickness to make the whole bit hollow, and that wall thickness was 5 millimeters. At this stage, we'll save our work. Now, because we've already named this lorry cab, this time to save it, all we need to do is click File and Save. So I'm going to move the mouse to the top left-hand corner of the screen, click on File, and then click on Save. What we'll now do is we'll apply an appearance to this. We're going to apply a colour to this cab. So in order to apply a colour to the whole cab, we need to select all of the faces. And like before, what we did with the other parts of the lorry, to select all the faces in one go, move the mouse to the left-hand part of the screen, where you see this white area. This is called the modelling tree. So I want to go to the very top of the modelling tree, and because I've just called this lorry cab, the very top of this will say lorry cab. So I want to click on this, and it will select that which highlights every single one of the faces on your CAD model. Now I go to the Tools menu, and then click on Appearance. Now I'm going to make this blue, so in the Appearance browser, I'm going to type in blue. You can pick any other colour you like at this stage. It makes no difference. Again, as before with previous videos, when you move the mouse over any of these, you get a preview. I'm going to go with the blue wall paint, glossy. So I move the mouse over that and click on the up arrow to apply it. You'll see that once it's applied, it appears in here. And to close off this appearance browser, I just click on the cross in the top right-hand corner of that menu. That's this cab completely finished now. So I'm going to save this. And because I've already saved it and called it lorry cab, to save it again, I simply go to the top left-hand corner of the screen, click on File, and then click Save. Now that we've saved this, this is this lorry cab completely finished.